Hello guys, welcome back to Saptarishis Astrology. We are back with a Nadi technique, a unique Nadi technique on Jupiter-Rahu opposition. And if you haven't watched our previous unique technique videos, then please check out the description section below and please go through it and do not forget to subscribe. So let's get started, and we have with us Shri Vidhan. So let's welcome him. Hi, Vidhan.
Hello. Hi, Madhura.
Hi. So should we get started with today's technique?
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
So today we are going to talk about a technique about Jupiter and Rahu. When Jupiter and Rahu are in opposition, what happens in that scenario? So that's what we are going to talk about today. So basically, it's a Nadi technique, and it tells about that when you have this combination in your horoscope, you can have one out of 8 situations, or maybe more than one situations, as we see in the next slide. Now these following may be observed, and the first point here is the native can earn money through the opposite sex. Which means if this combination happens in a male's chart, the person may be able to earn money from females, and if it is happening in a female's chart, that female may be able to earn money through male folks. Now, second is there can be a sexual problem or problem related to kidney. And third thing which can happen in such combination is the native can have a spouse who is a very daydreamer kind of person, somebody who is a daydreamer, or somebody who is a poetic mind, very romantic person, and so on and so forth. So it's more to do with the peculiarities in the mind of native's spouse, right? Mm-hmm. And then at the age of 31 and 43, there can be some troubles to the health, or there can be some accidents, or there can be some negative incidents in the life of native. So again, it depends on the other planets who are intervening. If there is a protection through other planets, then they will alter the result, or otherwise at the age of 31 or 43, something may happen. Now, Another thing which can be observed in such combination is the native's children may often travel. So the children may have a job in which they need to travel, or children may be staying in a place which is far off from the native's place, or far off from their place of birth. Mm-hmm. Right. These days it is quite normal for people like you, people like us, to kind of stay away from home and then travel very often, right? So. And then next point that can be observed in such scenarios is native can also meet people on travel. While they are traveling, they can meet few people, and at that time, some business can happen, some business activity can happen. Like, let's say if I am going on a cruise is like a travel, right? Yeah. I can meet a person and whom later I can decide to do business with. Mm-hmm. Like future business partner. So these kind of things are observed in such scenario. And then when such natives are growing up, they may have some health issues at the age of 7 or 8. Mm-hmm. Again, as we say 7 or 8 years of age, we are talking about the Nadi age, or the Indian way of calculating the age. Yeah. Right. That is we take the current year, running year. We do not take the completed year. Yes. And then at the age of 41, these natives are susceptible to the cheatings. They can have cheating in their life through their friends, relative, or their contacts. They can be cheated at the age of 41. Okay. So these are some of the things which can be observed when you have Jupiter-Rahu conjunction, opposition in your chart. Yeah. Okay, or it can also happen when Rahu is in trine with Jupiter.
But
So
I
both.
think more results will be showed when they are actually into opposition.
Yes, that's correct.
And we can say that it is Jupiter Ketu conjunction in a way.
Yes, because
Yeah, exactly.
nodes are to be 180 degrees apart from each other,
Yeah,
right? So it
correct,
is
correct.
Jupiter and Ketu conjunction.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see some of the examples, horoscopes.
Yeah, sure.
Now here is the first example. Now this native had a problem with kidney. So again, if we saw our previous slide, we have clearly spoken that native can have problem related to sex or kidney.
Yeah.
So here we can see there is a problem with the kidney, native's kidney.
Yeah.
Then we have the husband is very romantic. He is a crazily romantic person,
Yeah. Correct.
right?
Yeah.
So that is rule number 2. And then we have at the age of 31 or 43, some trouble or health accident or negative incident could have happened. And yes, such kind of events did happen in native's life.
Yeah.
Then we have native children. They can always travel. They can often travel. So that when we reached out to this particular native, they confirmed that they have a son and who travels very often.
Okay. Yeah.
So traveling son is also traveling children condition is also met here. And then native can meet people on travel and some business can happen, and that has also been confirmed by this native. And then at the age of 7 or 8, there can be some health issues, right? And this native had some problem with the skin.
Oh.
And the child was, as a child, this person was very sickly. So I mean, she does have a lot of health problems as she was growing up. So as we can see, 6 of these 8 conditions are kind of confirmed here in this case.
Yeah, correct, perfect.
Right. Let's move on to next example.
Yeah.
Now here, the first point is the native has received favors from opposite sex in the form of help and money.
Yeah.
Right. And the native's husband is a kind of daydreamer. He dreams of doing very big things in the life, like ending the poverty in India, becoming the CEO of a Fortune 100 company. So he's like a megalomaniac. He always wants to do big things, think about very high things which are very difficult to achieve. The goals are very high to achieve. Again, being a non-political person, if somebody is saying that he wants to eradicate poverty from India, you understand, right? It is not possible because first you have to go down that path, and sometimes it takes lifetime for people to reach, to become to be at the top, right? To be the Prime Minister of India, you have to slog it out for 30-40 years, and only then you can reach there, right? So in that way, again, you can see how peculiarities in the mind of native's husband are seen.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then at the age of 31, native gave birth to a child. So obviously we know that with the birth of a child, there are a lot of things happen, right? The health also go through a body of a female go through a transformation. The health also does take a lot of time to get stabilized, right after the delivery, right after the birth of a child, right? So in that way we can see at the age of 31 also there were some complication related to the childbirths.
Yeah. And if we see over here, the Jupiter Rahu opposition is happening in 5-11 axis, and Jupiter Ketu are in conjunction with Moon, which is the Karaka of motherhood.
Correct.
So the other planets are also giving their flavor over here.
Yes. So other planets also, again, as now here another thing to notice is Rahu is in 5th house.
Yeah.
So we know that if it is 5th house, it has to do something with the childbirth.
Yeah. Correct.
Right. And then Mars is also giving an aspect.
Yeah.
So it is telling us that some complication can happen because of Mars also, and then obviously Jupiter, Rahu, they are in opposition and in the 5th and 11th axis. So all are kind of indicating that there can be complication related to childbirth.
Yeah, correct.
And obviously we are looking at the D1 chart, but if you look at D7 chart, you'll come to know what exactly, how this complication will happen and when it happen and other details related to it.
Yeah.
So again, it is only at the first layer, but again, here also you can see a lot of hints are already there.
Yeah.
Right. Now, now the next point is child is still young, around 9 years of age. So in this case, we cannot talk about whether the child is traveling often or not. But child is very fond of traveling.
Mm-hmm.
Now this child wants to travel. He wants to go on vacations to different place, and then he will also request their parents, okay, take me out, take me for a vacation. I want to go travel and such kind of things. So
inclination is there.
Inclination is there, yes.
Yeah.
And then at the age of 7 and 8, this native had related issues.
Yeah. So 5 points are getting fulfilled from the observations.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Khan, and very, very nice examples. And please, all the viewers, please test this technique and please get back to us. And we have a Saptarishis Astrology research group where we have on Facebook where we post such techniques. So do check out and stay tuned. There is like so much more stuff coming your way. And thank you so much, Vidhan, once again for coming here and presenting this technique. Thank you so much. And we look forward for many such great sessions in future.
Sure.
Thank you.